All right, and now on Derby Radio, we've got Dirty Larry from Derby for All and the TC Terrors. Larry, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. So tell us a little about yourself. Tell our listeners where you come from, what you do, and what Derby for All does.
Well, I'm Dirty Larry. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I skate with the TC Terrors. Been with them about 2 years now. And January of this year, I started a new skate shop called Derby for All. Just got tired of not being able to, try skates on and see product in person. And we have 3 leagues here locally, 2 women's leagues and the men's league, which is the Terrors. So I figured, why not start a shop? So it's been going good ever since.
Awesome, sounds good. I know the feeling not being able to try on skates. It took me a while to get my first pair of skates, and I pretty much went with what they had at the pro shop because I felt the same way. I wanted to try them out, feel them on my feet before I spent any amount of money on a pair of skates. So Larry is here to... Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, the bad thing about pro shops is how much they want to mark the price up on everything. That was another thing. There's pro shops here, but the prices are just outrageous. Mm-hmm. And Derby's an expensive addiction, so... It
is. It starts out pretty cheap, but then, every couple weeks, every couple months, you're buying new wheels, new bearings, new something.
Yeah, and then once you get into traveling, prices rack up real quick then.
Yeah, that's something our league is just getting into. We're going to be talking about the Brouhaha later, and that's going to be one of our first big tournaments, so we're excited about that. But for right now, Larry, I think we're going to have you do a little tech segment here.
Real quick, I got a quick question for Larry. Larry, I want to know how you got the name Dirty Larry. I want to know where that comes from, because everybody keeps telling me your name's Dirty Larry, but no one's telling me why it's Dirty Larry. Is there a story behind the Dirty Larry name?
No, when I started, I asked a few of the girls, for names, and one of them came up with Dirty Larry or Sir Lawrence of Arabia. And my wife didn't
Were you
really
dirty?
like
Did you
Sir
smell
Lawrence
bad?
No.
I'm just curious.
Sir Lawrence of Arabia, my wife didn't think it was appropriate for her grandparents coming to the house and hearing my name announced.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, not like Johnny Pocket Rocket, right?
Hey, that's a pretty good name. When I first heard that name, I had to look twice because I couldn't believe the name was Johnny Pocket Rocket. Yeah, I would have used it if it wasn't already taken. So, Tyler Pocket Rocket or something like that, I would have used that. But sorry, Larry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys in your tech segment. I just had to ask that. I was curious about that.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Cassie, go ahead.
So Larry, we're going to have you take it from here and let us know a little bit about new gear coming out and what's going on for summer skating.
Well, one of the big hot things right now is the new Atom Pulse, which is an outdoor wheel. I'm sure everybody knows the name Atom Wheels. They're one of the biggest wheel companies in Derby right now, and they're always re-engineering everything to give it their own little twist. These new outdoor wheels, they actually gave them a little groove cutout on the back, similar to the front of the wheel, just to help them wear a little bit more evenly and to give you a little bit better and more even push on them. I've skated them. They roll great. I normally do not skate outdoor wheels. I don't like feeling like I'm skating in mud. I usually take some old, crappy indoor wheels and skate them outside, but now that I've tried these Pulse, I've actually been able to skate on them, and they feel good. A couple other things that are going on is Atom also just came out with their new Poison wheel, which is a hybrid wheel for real slick concrete floors. You can use them indoor or outdoor, but they're recommended more for an inside slick concrete. It's a hybrid urethane. I don't know what all they do in it, but again, that wheel rolls better than any of the other hybrids that I've personally skated. They feel good.
We might be having an interesting floor situation at the Brouhaha because last I heard, the Fox City Foxes are bringing their sport court, and it's in a field house with a cushy floor, Now, typically, sport court is pretty slick, but we played on this Fox's sport court on top of turf when we played in Appleton, and it was like going through mud. It may be an interesting floor situation when we get there this weekend.
I like that you guys can skate and beat each other up, but you can't skate in mud. Come on, what gives?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Larry.
I have skated on quite a few different sport courts, and every single sport court is different. There are so many factors that go into how a sport court's going to roll. Mm-hmm. I've been on sport court where I'm wearing 98A wheels, and I still cannot slide. Mm-hmm. But then I've also been on sport court where I have to put a 91 on. I'm sliding everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's weather, humidity, all that really plays a big factor in sport court. I have skated on Brew City's floor. They normally do a sport court, and it's like a turf-type stuff under it, which is kind of cushy. Yeah. Their floor there normally is a pretty decent floor. Middle of the line. It's not real slick, but it's not real grippy either. But it will be interesting to see, especially with the new leagues that are coming to this tournament. Girls show up with one set of wheels, and that's all they own. There will be people sliding all over the place.
Yeah. I was lucky enough to have, we've got a couple girls who can't make it this weekend, so they've donated their wheels for the rest of us to swap for the weekends. Derby for All will have a table there.
Yes, we will. Myself and Medusa will both be working the table all weekend. Hopefully we can help people out that need wheels or whatever else they need.
Or bearings. I think that's what I'm stopping by the table for.
Oh, we will have lots of bearings with us.
Well, was there any other items you wanted to share with us?
Well, since it's getting into summer, one of the things that has been selling really well here is some new toe protectors. They're called the Pitch-It protectors. They're not the prettiest looking things. They're kind of big and bulky on the front of your plate or front of your skate, but they are actually a plastic protector that wraps around the toe, hooks in your toe stop, and protects your boot from getting torn up on concrete. I have a guy on my team that is 6'3" and 280 pounds.
Is that Killsbury?
He's been skating. Yep, that's the man.
You can't miss him.
No, you can't. He's been skating on his for a year and absolutely loves them and has not broke one. So if he's not breaking them, I don't think anybody's going to break. Also, Pitch-It, he's a guy that skates for Arizona. He has a website called pitchitderby.com. Mm-hmm. He actually does some helmet cams, too, that a lot of the leagues are getting into now. And they're actually, he rigged them up so the helmet mounts right on refs' helmets.
Oh,
so
awesome.
They can skate and you can get the eye view.
Oh, I want one of those for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Something like that would be good, such as like Derby News Network, where they actually stream some video and stuff. That would be cool to watch on there. You know, you can just switch over to what the refs or the skaters are actually seeing from from their view. That would look awesome. That would be something I'd like to see DNN do.
I think with skaters, most of it would be boob shots.
Yeah.
You know?
Were you looking down at other skaters' boobs with your helmet or what? Huh? Or are you talking about the reps? I don't know which one you're talking about here. I figured you guys probably do that too. I don't know.
But I know as far as outdoor wheels go that I just kind of picked up the cheapest pair that was available at my pro shop, a pair of Sonic wheels. And, you know, I put them on and I went outside and I'm like, yes, you know, I've been skating since September. I've been rocking it on the rink. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to kick some butt and show these neighbors what I can do. And I absolutely hated the outdoor skating, and part of it's probably because of the wheels I had, but they've got all that pea gravel around here, and it's just a totally different experience.
You really have to play with wheels and find out which ones work for you, and also which diameter of wheel works for you. There are some outdoor wheels that Radar makes that are actually a 70 millimeter wheel. They're a taller wheel to roll over the gravel and stuff like that, a little bit easier. Also, hardness is going to play a big part in it. Outdoor wheels will go all